Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel and I hope you've had a fabulous week. Today we're in my boudoir. As you can see, there's a Loki cleaning himself. What else do you do in a boudoir except for groom? Even though it's still very sunny here on the south coast of England, in the early morning and later evening there's a definite autumnal crispness to the air. So I thought I'd get on with my autumn planning for what I want to wear, and that means for me what I'm going to thrift and what I'm going to make. So today I'm going to do some wardrobe organising, and I thought it'd be really lovely to have you along for a bit of company. Normally what I do for autumn is I just pack away all my summer clothes. I get out all my autumn winter clothes, and I might sort of think I want to make this or I want to make something else. This time I'm doing things a little bit differently in that I'm going to be doing a little bit of scientific analysis of my wardrobe. So I'm going to go through my summer clothes, this rail. I'm going to sort through the things that I've really loved wearing, and I'm going to first of all decide if that's something that I can, you know, wear transitionally. So if I layer it up, it's something that I could wear into the autumn and winter. I'm going to decide if something has been worn and loved so much that maybe there's the opportunity to make a winter version of it, whether that's worth doing. And I'm going to also get rid of things or remake things, repurpose things, and so on. So this is a really thorough wardrobe audit. So first of all, the dress that I'm wearing, it's the Bella Tea dress by Liberty London. It's a pattern of theirs. I've worn this dress. I love it. I also have it in a very old 1930s Liberty print. This is my favourite fabric of all time. So I wear both of these, and I wear both of these through autumn. So this is one that I'm going to keep out, and I definitely want to make a long sleeve version of it. The pattern doesn't come with a long sleeve, but I want to make a long sleeve. And then I have my Adidas skirt. Worn this. Doesn't look that exciting on camera because it's just black linen. Black linen might not be really suitable for autumn, winter, colder months. Maybe with a slip and with some tights layered up it might be okay, but I think this is a definite one to make a winter version of, so that can go in the pile as well. I'm going to just be making a big pile on my bed here. Is it feasible to do a wintry version of this? I'd like to do some kind of jacket version of this in some kind of spangly fabric maybe. But because it's a little bit shorter, maybe you get like a little bit of a chilly midriff, and who needs that in their life? So that's something to think about. The Greta blouse that I made, that's really lovely. Definitely need some winter versions of that. Greta dress, worn this, and also black. Although it's black linen, but I'm gonna carry on wearing it because I just love it. Petticoat, slip. This one's just from Marks and Spankers. It's the only one that I have actually, and I really do need to make more of those. So that's got to go in. This is a dress I made a very long time ago. It's just a button down sort of wiggly dress. I haven't worn it this summer, although I really love it. So I don't know why I haven't worn it. But with summer things, rather than get rid of anything at this stage, I'm just going to pack things away, unless it's something that I really, really know that I'm not going to want to wear again. I'm going to pack these away and do the sort of culling of them after the, you know, next spring, summer. Wrap dress, love this one, but that's going to be packed away for summer. And I do have a wrap dress that is an autumn winter one. This one is, these are both the same. These are a tea dress, my own pattern, and a tea dresses. Love these, super flattering. I haven't worn them because the zips are broken. So that is something that this wardrobe audit is about as well. It's identifying those things that need to be repaired. And these are vintage, don't fit me, but they are vintage sailor trousers. Absolutely love these. I wanted to be able to slim down to fit into them, but they're they're teeny tiny. They've got that lovely like lacing on the back to pull them in. Not suitable for me. Most worn item in my entire wardrobe, my full circle skirt in a cotton poplin, cotton sateen. Wore it all last summer, all through the winter, all this summer, and we'll be wearing it all through this winter. So I know that a circle skirt is a good thing to make, but possibly not one in black. A wrap dress. Then I have my little dirndly style Gertie dress. Can be layered over jumpers, shirts, etc., with cardigans and so on. I really love this dress, so that one will stay to be worn. My vintage Chinese jacket, which is fully reversible. The other thing that I'm looking at with this is sort of colours as well, because I really want to stick to a particular colour palette. But a little linen A-line skirt. I've worn that a few times, not as much as I thought, but I think that's because I didn't have the right colour lingerie to wear under it, so I think that kind of stopped me. A jumpsuit. Haven't worn this at all. I love the colour and I like the style of it, but I just haven't worn it. So that's going into the put away for summer because I might wear it next summer. This is vintage 1940s top. I love it. So if you love something, keep the something. A little pussy bow blouse. Love this. I don't actually know why it's still on my summer wardrobe. I'll wear that a lot anyway. So, and I really like the design of that, so I need some more blouses. This vintage dress that I also bought from Hawk and Dove Vintage needs to be repaired, and yeah, so I'm going to put that on the mend pile. You saw me make this one. I didn't wear it because it needed a little bit of amendment, but it will go away for next year because I will come back to it. This one, my 40s bondage dress, which you have seen lots and lots. Love this, worn it loads and loads. Need to make a wintry version with long sleeves, and I want to make it in black. 40s blouse, absolutely another one that I've worn and worn and worn and worn. Must make some more of these. My Lana dress, one of my favourite dresses actually, apart from this one. This is my own pattern, and I've worn and worn this. I do need a winter version. I have got a winter version actually, which is more wintry. This one, love this one. Looking forward to wearing this again. Some Liberty print summer tops, they can go away. A vintage little blouse from Hawk and Dove again. Love this, worn it a few times. I think that can be worn in the autumn. You'll have seen this one last week, love that. Looking forward to wearing that. Summer dress, wrap dress, the Florin wrap dress from Now and Then Patterns. Really love this. Needs a little bit of tweaking with the pattern, but I'd love to make an autumn winter version of this, maybe in some kind of plaid or tartan or wool or some kind of textured black brocade, something like that. But that's definitely for the summer. My birthday Greta with the Sea Beasties. I'm going to carry on wearing this into the autumn because it's not particularly summery. It's very sort of nautical. I do love nautical stuff. It's jeans, wear them all the time. The dress that I made out of a vintage or a duvet cover I found in a charity shop. One of my favourite dresses. Love this. Definitely need to do some another maybe winter version of this style, because I do this with ruffles and so on, which you will see. My Calypso skirt, worn this loads and loads and loads. Definitely want to make some of these for autumn and winter, and I think it would be really, really great to do this with Greta blouses, so that you've got a top and a skirt but you wear them together and it looks like a dress. I'm loving that idea actually, of things made, a top and a bottom made in the same fabric that can be worn separately or together, and gives you, you know, a lot of variety in your wardrobe. A jumpsuit just from old Primani that I bought many, many years ago. I shortened the sleeves, wear and wear and wear that. The thing for white blouses, I have a few here. This was from a charity shop. This is from my friend Hula Hanna, like an Austrian Trachten blouse. Then I've got a couple from my lovely friend Jade, Hawk and Dove Vintage. So all of these I feel can stay on the rail for autumn winter, because a good white blouse, an embroidered white blouse, is a real wardrobe hero. Absolutely love this dress. I haven't worn it because I haven't worn it. I don't know why I haven't worn it, but I really love it, and I'd like to do a version of this in black, but this is staying on my rail. And vintage 1930s velvet, sort of looks like leopardy print-ish, tiger print or something. A gift from one of my best friends, and I love this. So this is staying. Then I have a Howery jacket in this beautiful, this is a vintage 1930s one. Favourite suit, really love this fabric. Sun blouse, really lovely, with the full circle skirt, which is really gorgeous, but going away for autumn. And then I've got this jumpsuit that was just bought from I can't even remember where I bought it. I've had it for such a long time, but it's a crepe dark green leopard print, which I really, really love this jumpsuit, and I wear it all the time. Here's the pile of summer clothing, all folded up and ready to be packed away for their hibernation. So here's my cupboard, which is meant to be my wardrobe, which is not adequate in size, which is why I have the rail as well. But I've hung up things that I didn't want to fold up for autumn winter, and then there's accessories, shoes, knitwear and so on. So I'm going to get all of this out and we're going to go through it. I'm not entirely sure why, when tidying up, it seems to result in quite a lot more mess. Zut alors. I've sifted through all my autumn and winter clothes, and rather than show you everything, because I'm not sure that that's the most interesting thing, I'm just going to show you a couple of things. Here is my wrap dress version for autumn winter. It's got these sleeves that are based off of my nan's wedding dress. It's a star print, it's a black crepe. Absolutely love this, and I wear it and wear it. And then I also have the short puff sleeve version in just a black crepe. So it doesn't look that spectacular, but those can both go on my rail because I know I'm going to wear those. And then I have a circle skirt that's in this beautiful wool tweed that I got from Missy Mop Fabrics. Wore this last winter. It's nice and warm, and I'm looking forward to wearing that again. And then I have the drape front dress, the Annabelle dress as I call it, and I have this version that I made. It's got ruffles and puffles and so on. Pochettes. So yeah, this one, absolutely love it. And I've got a few of these in different fabrics, so those are all winners. So those are just a winterized version of a summer style that I know that I love. When doing this wardrobe audit, there's a few questions that are really helpful. So obviously the first one is, do I wear this? Well, here's a blue cotton cardigan, very practical. Yes, I do wear it. Do I love it? No, it's a practical piece. Maybe it's all right for sort of putting on over pyjamas in an evening or something, but it makes me feel really blah. And if that is the answer to how you feel when you put something on, give it to charity, because the thing that doesn't fill you with joy might be just the ticket for somebody else. So you're doing something very nice, and you're just keeping that circular economy, the kindness economy going. So if something doesn't make you feel amazing, if for me it's got like a bad memory when I wear it, and that also will make me feel I am perfectly happy to get rid. Then there are some things that maybe aren't that practical and you don't wear every single day or all the time or even once a week, but when you put them on they make you feel ta-da, and in that case I just keep those things because they give me joy. And here's another of my Annabelle dresses in this amazing emerald green brocade. It's really beautiful, pockets, and I want to wear this at Christmas because I know we're not allowed to say that word, but you know, I'm saying it. I'm saying the C word. An example of something that is very loved. I've really loved this jacket. I remember I bought the fabric for £1 a metre from Walthamstow Market because I lived in Walthamstow for most of my life before I moved here to Hastings. This sort of vintage style jacket, I think it was a Berets pattern. It's got very raggedy, it's not repairable because it's the fabric, it's sort of laddering almost the way this brocade has been made, and it makes me feel quite raggedy now when I put it on, even though I really love it. So this is gonna have to go, I think, into the textile recycle bin, and hopefully it will. It's been a very fabulous item in my wardrobe, but hopefully it will go and become something else. So my vintage trousers in a black cord, love these, wore them all the time. I do think I need some in just like a black wool or a black crepe wool or something. I don't wear trousers that much really, but I have worn these. They're just the same pattern as my vintage jeans. So I definitely need to look out for some fabric to make another pair of these. I've sorted out all my knitwear, most of my knitwear. I've got rid of a few bits that were either really raggedy or just were not the right colours, because I really want to stick to a colour palette that I sort of am naturally drawn to anyway. The majority of my wardrobe is made up of these sort of colours. So I have cardigans, knitted this one in this spangly, just acrylic, but it's lovely and warm. These two are cashmere, and I'd really like to get a black cashmere cardigan as well, just one of these very traditional ones. I might knit sort of a cashmere blend cardigan using a vintage cardigan pattern, I don't know. Bit of leopard print because I love that. This is my favourite cardigan, just it's got this lace on it. Wear that all the time, love it. Knitted this last year. It's a Fable Knitwear Rowena jumper, I think. I really like that. Then I've just got this black, it's just a short sleeve, nothing exciting jumper that I got from a charity shop. I've worn it a lot and it's pilled quite a bit. But I've got this cap, sort of sparkly, I've got this cap, but a sparkly motif, applique motif that I want to sew onto there, which would be nice. And then Loki is very helpfully sitting on this roll neck. So even though this goes with my colour palette, I'm not entirely sure I don't feel great when I wear this. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's a little bit too Barbie pink. I don't know. I might love it. And then this other one that I'm not entirely sure about is this. I knitted it last year. Really like it. And I really like the colour. But I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure about it because it's not my theme. If it was maybe a little bit more paler green, maybe sagier green, or sort of more this sort of green, it would sort of go, but this just doesn't quite go. So I'm just going to put this to one side and come back to it a bit later. Then I have my vintage Tassel berets, which are my own pattern that can be seen on my website, on my shop. And then I have my little bonnets, kitten bonnets, which is another pattern that I sell. And some scarves, so lovely green one, black and white one that my daughter bought, and then this one that I bought in Scotland, which has got all these lovely colours. And I would like a little bit more lilac or lavender in my wardrobe. I mean, basically my cushions and my bedspread are my perfect colour palette. So we've got, I basically want to match my soft furnishings, which is, you know, my ideal. But yeah, there's like pale pinks, these sort of minty-ish greens, lilac and black, and some ivory. And to me, that's the perfect wardrobe colour palette, really. And then I've got my winter boots out. I tend to wear brogues. Lots of these are from Clark's. But these ones here are really incredible, really lovely Spanish riding boots. I really love those. I bought them so many years ago. And I've only just really, last winter or the winter before, just started wearing those. Just some lace-up witchy, Victorian-y style ones. Love those. These have got just a zip, sort of Cuban style leather boots from Marks and Spencer's. Really love these. These are almost my favourite shoes of all time. They're sort of a bit 80s, bit kind of 40s-ish. But I just very rarely wear them. There's a fly buzzing around absolutely insanely. He's probably saying, "Help me!" very, very quietly if we listen. Nope. And I don't really wear them, but I really should because I love them. So I'm going to have to do like a bit of a dressing up session, styling session to see how I can incorporate these. There's lots of sort of pinks and berries, so as I naturally go for these, and I love these. These are suede, purpley suede, quite sort of Bieber-y, which is, you know, one of my favourite things, Bieber, from, you know, the 60s and early 70s. And I'm wondering about this idea of sort of colour blocking. So these sort of, you know, putting those sorts of colours together, sort of in this pink spectrum. It's an idea in my head that I'm thinking about. We shall see. So I've organised my rail and put most of my summer stuff away. Found lots of new stuff or old stuff. You may remember this dress from last year. Really looking forward to wearing that. A vintage top I found that I really love. It makes me feel very Gucci, so I'm looking forward to wearing that. It's all colour coordinated. And then I have a few favourite things like this Vivienne Westwood skirt that I found in a charity shop, and it was brand new with the tags on, and I paid £50 for it. So it looks just like a pencil skirt with some interesting pattern cutting when you wear it. And I struggled to style it up, so I'm going to be spending a day doing a bit of dressing up and seeing how I can make these things work. I've got a few vintagey bits here. So this was made by my aunt for my father in the early 70s. It's this amazing Jimi Hendrix-y style jacket, which I really love. I never wear, that these sorts of things, I suppose a minimalist capsule wardrobe would say that you shouldn't keep anything like that, but I just think certain things are more about the memory of them and what they represent, and I tend to hang my clothes up around and have them on the wall as sort of little works of art, so that's quite nice to look at that. I have this vintage handmade Chinese brocade dress that I bought from a charity shop. Never worn it, it was $5.99. And I just really love it. I don't really have occasion to wear anything like this particularly. It needs a little bit of fitting, but I just really love it, so that stays. And then something else, this is from way back when, that I used to make stuff, bridal stuff to sell. Really love this Japanese crepe, and I've worn this jacket. It's a bit short though. It's a boudoir jacket, so really it's to go over sort of bridesmaids dresses, or I call them boudoir jackets, to sort of be worn around the house. But I'm thinking about taking this apart and maybe turning this into a jacket version of the 1940s sun tops. So now I can't find it. So like a jacket version, maybe with sort of longer sleeves of this, so that I continue to wear it, because I really love that fabric. So those are sort of a few things. I've got my, like, a couple of scarves, a couple of bags that I'm gonna have a look, play around with. I've got the only short dress in my wardrobe, which I used to wear a couple of years ago. I wore loads and loads and loads, and I sort of fell out a lot and like stopped wearing short things. I only ever really used to wear kind of 1960s-y sort of lengths, shaped skirts and so on. But love the fabric. It's a Liberty print cotton poplin, and it's a hack of the Nina Lee Bloomsbury blouse, which is a pattern I really love. So I'm going to see, I'm going to give it a go. Maybe I'll want to wear something a little bit shorter with the, you know, with my boots maybe. That might be quite fun. Because, you know, I think having a wardrobe that represents you and is uniquely you is about how you put things together. And I would love to be, in a way, somebody who had a totally vintage 1940s wardrobe, and I would style it all accurately and wear, you know, true vintage and so on. But I like so many different things, and it's more about the process of dressing up and creating that I really love. Here's everything on the rail, all colour coded. I always keep my clothes in colours, and all looking rather lovely. Quite a lot more of the darker sections, bigger. And then I have my shoes down there. Still got some of my summer stuff out. So this is my first edit, and then I will edit later. And then as I play dress up, I will work out where the gaps are. There's only really a couple of things I really need in this wardrobe to really pull everything together. Everything else is, you know, would like to have. But even if I didn't sort of make anything else or buy anything else, I've got a wardrobe that I'm really excited to wear and is going to make me really happy, and that is, I believe, the whole point. Thank you so much for spending time with me today in my boudoir while I do my wardrobe audit. I hope that it's been a little bit useful for you, given you some ideas about how to sort out your own wardrobes, and also how to plan some of your autumn makes. Maybe it was just me waffling on about clothes, but really I can't help myself. It's my main love in life, other than my cats and my daughter, of course. If you've enjoyed today and you'd like to see more vintage inspired DIY style, then please do click the subscribe, like, share, tell everyone that you know who likes sewing about this channel. I'm very, very nearly at 500 subscribers, which absolutely blows my mind. I never in a million years thought that I'd get to 100, and I am so grateful to all of you who take the time to spend the time with me in my little cottage by the sea. It really means the world to me, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that wherever you are in the world, you are keeping safe and well, and remember that we can make the world a better place just one little stitch at a time. I'll see you next week, my lovelies. Take care. Bye.